G'day folks, it's the Maple Monkey here again with another live stream for us. We're here today on the 7th day of Christmas. We're doing our 12 days of Christmas, having some live stream chats and talking about all the great things in our community. Yeah, today's the 7th day, so we're going to ask old unpainted, he's still unpainted, GB Galactus, what he's brought for us today, and we'll have a look. Hello, hello. All right, very excited about this one today. Oh, it says minis from Mars on it, and that's because it's going to refer to our topic today is all of the products or the product sellers out there that on I think it's called the third-party product sellers who help us bling out our copies of Marvel United and all our board games and that sort of stuff as well. Hello, Sin. How you going? Welcome, welcome. Yeah, so we're really going to have some fun today, looking at some different things as well, and I'm going to look at a few third-party products adjacent sort of stuff. So not sometimes these folks just sort of make this stuff for the community and share it for free. And others, they sell their services and stuff. So the first one I wanted to point out really was because some fun stuff came up today with Dom's. I think his name is Dom Furland's done this giant Megaverse campaign maps. I think he had a big campaign map for season 1, and then he expanded it to add the X-Men characters, and now he's got this Megaverse campaign where you've got all the different stuff from season 3 as well, and you sort of travel to different mini universes and stuff on this big massive campaign. So if you want to play your games of Marvel United with a bit of a structure to it, where you sort of like play through a campaign, unlocking new characters and new bad guys and that sort of stuff, that's a really cool fan-made map that's been shared on Board Game Geek and on the Facebook site as well. And I wanted to show that off. So let's have a quick look here if I can present. Share. Here we go. All right. Make sure I get this right. In theory. So you should be seeing the Board Game Geek page here. And what I wanted to show you was there's a post that's just been recently put up, which is by a fellow by the name of Phil Dinius, who has created a tracker app for this giant campaign. So you can see this campaign that I'm talking about here that Dom has put a huge amount of work into, and it looks like Phil Dinius has teamed up, or I don't know if he's teamed up, but he's certainly jumped in and helped out making a tracker app for that, so you can very easily go through and sort of like navigate this map without having to sort of print it out and I guess use thumbtacks and all that sort of stuff. But if you like that sort of stuff, go for it. But this just gives you another option. So check out that post and find out more details. I don't really have much more detail than that, but I just saw that and I thought, oh yeah, let's highlight that because that's pretty awesome. So great service for the community there by those two fellas. So that's very cool. I'll stop sharing now and see if I can go back to our stream. So that's really cool. Hi Dan, still need to print that out. Yeah, well apparently now you don't. Now you can maybe do it all in the internet and stuff. So lots of different ways to do it. But yeah, it would be cool to have that as a big feature, like in the games room or something, have the big map. That'd be pretty cool. I actually saw this earlier on Simon United page. On the Simon United page. Wow, they've shared that on Simon United page. Oh wait, Simon United, maybe the Facebook page. Yeah, I'm trying to think. Oh, would Simon have actually? I know that they love all the fan stuff that people do, but I'm not sure if they would promote it on there. I'm thinking you mean like the Facebook page or something. Yeah, excellent. So that brings us to our second thing I wanted to highlight, which was not a thing; it's a person, and this is yeah, Facebook fan page. Yeah, excellent. What a great place to find lots of info on the game and stuff. But I wanted to highlight next a fantastic artist, and I know I've mentioned this artist before, but I just wanted to highlight again, talking about all the people that provide all this great services for us. Erwin Thunder is a fantastic artist. I think he's based in Indonesia, and he's on. You can get his services on Fiverr. So if you use the I think it's like a website or something called Fiverr, and if you search up Erwin Thunder, you'll find him there. And if you need art, especially specifically like chibi sort of art and that sort of stuff, or if you want to do some homebrew stuff and you want to get some really cool art done for that, he does some great stuff. So I've been working on the GI Joe stuff. So just to show you his stuff here, we've got Destro, we've got the Baroness. Oh, she looks awesome. We've got Cobra Commander. Then he's done a whole bunch of hero stuff for me. So we've got Snake Eyes here. So ooh, see if I can show. I'm not very good at showing this and getting the camera sort of working that out, back to front, upside down. Whoa, there we go. Look at all this cool art. Where's this one where he's like sliding down the? Where is he? Now, here he is. Check that out. Awesome. So really cool art. That's Snake Eyes. Then we've got Scarlet. There we go. She's looking really cool. Let's get some other art here. There you go. Looking really awesome. Yeah, so just like awesome art, you know. So I sort of send him my requests, and he always comes back with absolutely amazing artwork. As I completely put these back in the wrong order. Let's have a look. Who else have we got? I've just recently got some more done. I've had Storm Shadow. I love that art there. That's really cool. Had Storm Shadow done for a while now. So yeah, he's looking really cool. Look, that's the same image. Here's a cool one. He's jumping down with his two swords. Got any others? Is there a different one? Thought there was one more style. Maybe not. All right. Then the latest one that I've just got, just arrived today. Let's see if we can get a better shot there. There we go, full picture. Roadblock. So he's looking really awesome. I love the back of the card there. So all of this art is done by Erwin Thunder. Look at that, rat-a-tat-tat. Oh, hold on, let me get the other version of that card. Here we go. Yeah, rat-a-tat-a-tat-a-tat. I really love that one. That's really cool. And then I don't know if that one's my favorite or if this one's my favorite. This one's come from a comic panel or something. Cooking with Kung Fu Grip. Because if you don't know much about Roblox, he is a bit of a chef. So that's pretty cool as well. So there you go. How do you print your cards? Well, I sort of, just as I was hitting click on this, I was thinking, oh, I wonder if I should have highlighted this. I use a site called makeplayingcards.com. And I really like them because they have this system where you can just basically like grab your image files and just plonk them into this big grid sort of thing, and you just go plonk, 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 all the fronts, and then you do all the backs. And it allows you to sort of like see that you've matched them up properly and all that sort of stuff as well. So I find it really easy. There are other sites, I think, where you have to sort of like just load up all the files, just as like basically upload the file sort of thing, but you can't see if you've made any mistakes as such. So I like to use this other one. So it's called makeplayingcards.com. And you get a whole range of you can choose the size of your cards, and you can choose the finish and all that sort of stuff, so you can sort of make it as expensive as you want, sort of thing. But yeah, I like them. And there's a sister site called, I think, boardgamesmaker.com, who seem to have, like, the reason I think it's like a sister site is their system is exactly the same sort of thing, and they look the same sort of thing except with a different color scheme. But I use them for making things like tokens and stuff, which I happen to have. I'm glad you asked, Sin. I'm glad you're here asking questions, all the right questions, buddy. I just arrived today, these tokens. These are my GI Joe vehicle tokens. So I'd love miniature makers out there for someone to make miniatures of the vehicles. But for my GI Joe mode, now you have actual vehicle tokens for the Joes and for the Cobra. So if your villain happens to draw a vehicle card, you can sort of replace their model or stick their model on this token. And the same with your Joes. If they get a vehicle, they can either be replaced with these tokens or jump in. Here's the toss and cross, the bridge layer, more useful than you might think. So yeah, really cool. So I get those done. It was a similar format. That, like, the reason I like them is I put my images for my token files in that little template, bing, 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 and it's just a nice, easy way to do it. So excited to show those off on the channel soon. GI Joe, it's getting close, guys. It's getting close. So finally got all the materials and stuff I need. So that's very cool. Notable, have to check them out. Yep. Wonder how to go about making location cards. Now, location cards, um, there are templates, so both Helios's Photoshop templates and Diversion Architect's InDesign templates have locations. Like you can get their location files and build them that way. In terms of printing them out, if you just want the thin ones, I imagine you could just do like a print and then laminate them. And in fact, Helios 23, I forget where he shared this. He shared it somewhere in the homebrew files. Um, he shared like a how-to guide about how he goes about sort of printing those things off and laminating them. So you could check that out if you're on the Discord. Otherwise, what I use is another site called Print and Play. And I use them for all my thick cardboard stuff apart from the tokens. So the tokens, I don't use them because I couldn't find a like a token system that I liked with those. But with the Print and Play website, you can, if you go into, I think it's their custom boards or something like that. And I might have to do like a little video or something on this and show you this stuff down the track. But you can enter that in. And the thing about that site is they don't require a bleed. A lot of these other ones, you sort of have to make sure that you're using ProPrint files that have a bleed, like an area of extra sort of like space around the cards that just adjusts for if the printing doesn't go quite right. It's not going to sort of cut off or anything like that. Whereas this site doesn't tend to ask for or require the bleed, so I just sort of send the sizes of the templates in. So I do that for my locations and for my villain dashboards because I like to have the thick cardboard stuff. That's just me. I know a lot of people don't find that as necessary, but so that's some options. So you can use Print and Play for the thick cardboard stuff, or you can use or you can just print it off on paper and like laminate it or something like that. And there's some guides there by Helios 23 on the Discord. I just can't remember where to point you to there, but if you check it out, maybe either on his little sub channel for the One Piece stuff, or maybe in the regular homebrew files. I think he's shared that. So, and hello Von Tract. Let me see if I've missed anything from Sin. Yeah, so that's just the locations. He's saying hello. Can't stay, going to work. Yeah, have a nice day. Von Tract, if you before you go, definitely come back and check out this video because there's something you're going to want to catch at the end. Okay, so yeah. Spoiler alert. Yep, awesome. Cool. So yes. Where was I up to? All right. So we talked about, oh yeah. So Erwin Thunder, yeah, awesome, fantastic artist. I also want to point out Fezadu is a up and coming designer in our homebrew Discord there, and he is also an artist and has some great stuff there. So check him out. I think Diversion Architects has linked him in the homebrew resources page as well. So if you want to sort of get some art done by Fezadu, you can check that out as well. And Nico Moves, who's done some great work with the TMNT crew as well. So yes, now in terms of other great sort of bling for our hobby as well, you might see over my shoe, my hands and my shoulder here, these wooden card cases. Essentially, this is where I store all my Marvel United stuff. So I've shown them off on a video before, but Table Play make a lot of great stuff. I would take you to their website, but they are currently on holiday at the moment, and their site is kind of down. It basically says we'll be back, after the holiday season, sort of thing. So unfortunately, if you want to order some stuff as a Christmas gift, I guess it's getting pretty late anyway, right? But they're not quite there at the moment, but they will be back. So I recommend Table Play. They also do, besides the big storage mod boxes you can see behind me, they also do these fantastic, for not just Marvel United, but for Ranger games and stuff. They have these cool sort of dividers, which are sort of like a, I don't know if you can see that little, I don't know what you call that, like a, I want to say plastic, but I think it's like an acrylic or something like that. I'm not sure, but they look awesome. They got like a cool style to them. You can do custom ones like I've done here for the My Hero Academia range from Helios, I was going to say Helios, from Nelly Nell. So that's awesome. Bulletproof dividers, right? And the other thing in the spirit of sharing, all the different folks out there. The other one, I know there's a lot of people that do these, but like if you just want like thin dividers, I think Spiff, I think his name is Spiff World or something like that on Board Game Geek, has put some up there. And if you go into the file section in Board Game Geek in the Marvel United section, you'll probably find a whole bunch of different divider options and stuff there, vertical and horizontal and stuff as well. So yeah, really cool. But I really love these ones. I love the feel of them. They just feel, it's like I use the little models and all that sort of stuff. Like I like the bling stuff. So it's very cool. So Marvel United is my lifestyle game, so I'm happy to happy to bling it up. So yeah, check that out. Now, who else have I got here? Now speaking of blinging stuff out and ease of use and stuff like the table play stuff, I just learned the name of this play. I don't actually use them myself, but I do see them advertised around the place and people sharing them on the Fanatic Facebook page as well. And they look really cool as well. And I think a lot of people are really happy with them. Is if I go into, let me see, present mode again. Share screen. Who am I looking for here? This one here, I think. All right, so if you have a look here, this is called J Squared Design Studio. They are on Etsy, I believe, and they make these awesome token holders for a range of different games, it looks like here, but they definitely make some excellent ones for Marvel United, and you can see they make a range of different ones to suit your collection style, depending if you've got all the seasons or not. And they do these like limited edition sort of ones with different different covers and stuff. So there's a whole bunch here that you probably can't see because they've come and gone sort of thing. But yeah, if you keep your eyes peeled on this site sort of thing, you'll probably find some lots of cool different designs. I think they have these like magnetic lids that sort of go on the top, and then you've got these sorts of things like that make the gameplay easier. If you're playing like villain dashboards and stuff like that. So for different games, so this is like for Marvel Champions, and then there's all sorts of zombie games and stuff, zombie games. Zombicide, get it right. So there you go. So that's really cool. So check that out if you're looking for like a easy solution for your tokens. I really like just having the trays that are built into the mod boxes that I've got. But if I didn't have that, these would look like a pretty cool option as well. So I'll stop sharing that. Come back here. Okay, don't want to get lost in all these tabs and stuff. But yeah, some great stuff there. So we've looked at Dom's awesome map, and we've looked at I forget who's Dom's mate, but his I actually don't know if they even know each other, but the guy who's made a tracker app for Dom's map there. We've looked at Erwin Thunder's art, table plays, cool mod boxes and dividers and stuff. The token holders from J Squared Design Studio. So just reminding myself what we've looked at. Sin says Marvel United is one game that needs a solid storage solution with 3 seasons, and no doubt more on the way. I was using a lot of because I love the art on the box. I really like the boxes, so I was trying to keep them for as long as I could. And in fact, I still have them. I haven't brought myself to throw them out just because I love the boxes. I don't know what I'm going to do with them, but I've got all the boxes still. But in terms of storing and getting all the stuff, oh gosh, I really love these because it's just a place I can go to get the cards I need out in the one place, and it's all good rather than having the 1,500 different boxes that I was using before. But you're right, there needs to be some sort of simple storage solution. But I table play has been working for me pretty well, so I do recommend them. I like them at least. So yeah, you're gonna need, that's the thing, Batman's gonna come out. So I like with this system, I've got this thing and I can just keep adding more this stack of boxes for each of the different things, and I can make my own little pictures. Oh gosh, I keep doing it. Anyway, little pictures for the frames and stuff. That's fun making those as well, so I'm enjoying that. So let's talk about minis, though. I think we've talked about all the other bits and pieces and paraphernalia, but if there's anything that you guys want to highlight, feel free to pop them in the comments here in the chat, or after the fact, you can pop them in the comments of the videos as well, and it'll probably get buried by Nelly Nell's song in there somewhere, but you can still pop it up there. So let's talk about miniatures. So, and just before we do, Sensei, I wonder if there's a way to store all the mini in a Kallax size box and the cards. You know what I see people doing with the coin tokens as well. I see people doing with the Calyx things is they have these I think they're like almost like IKEA tray things. They're like these clear shelf sort of things, similar to what's behind me there with those mod boxes, but like they're clear plastic sort of things, and they just have trays worth of the minis, and they so can pull them out, and you might be able to like magnetize the bottoms or something and do something like that. That'd be maybe an option. In fact, Diversion Architect Dave just posted recently, I think maybe on the Facebook. On the Facebook page, the Fanatics, his storage solution, and he's got like this whole shelf full of those sorts of things. So you might want to check that out too. But let's talk about minis. And the first place I want to highlight is polymorph minis. So let's go to the site first. So let's go in present mode, share screen. Yes, and where am I looking here? I think hopefully this is the right tab. And you can see here, this is the Polymorph Minis page on Etsy. A lot of these places are on Etsy, obviously, being third-party places, but they make a range of really cool models. You can see there's tons of different universes here and stuff like that, but they make some really cool TMNT stuff. So for the if you're into the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle homebrew stuff from Marvel United, they make a range of really cool minis for that as well. So awesome stuff there. So that's pretty cool. We'll stop sharing that one. We'll come back there. And I wanted to show these off so you can get a better sense of them. Let's check this guy out first. Look at the detail on, whoa. I want to get this right. Bebop. Oh, man, don't want to fail Ninja Turtle lore, do I? Really cool. Lots of cool detail there. Check him out. He's got his jacket. Whoa, I don't know. My camera's not very good on this webcam thing. But, oh, mate, this one. Look at this. This is my favorite. Look at Rocksteady. Holy moly. That's so cool. I can't wait to paint this guy. I'm a bit intimidated, but also like just so much looking forward to painting this guy. Just don't want to drop him. Oh, look at that. Look at that gun. Holy moly, the detail. His mouth. Can't wait to paint that. You know what? It's probably going to be a nightmare to paint in that mouth, but I'm still looking forward to it. And then I want to show you how good they look painted, although probably painted by better painters would look better. But here you have, I've only painted one of them, as my slow painting style goes, but this is Michelangelo. Gosh, sorry guys, terrible camera work here, but hopefully that gives you a sense of how cool they look once you paint them up, sort of thing. So he was a lot of fun to paint. So that is Polymorph Miniatures. So yeah, check him out, especially if you're into the homebrew stuff. And I don't know if you saw some of those things, but there's some cool stuff that hasn't been touched by the homebrew community, like RoboCop and Aliens and all that sort of stuff. So any homebrewers that want to get into those worlds, there's some models out there that people could use for your stuff. So that's awesome. And then let's have a look at. Now this is very cool. We're going to have a look at a place that does some fantastic models. I really like these, and I'm really grateful to this particular place because they have made a lot of great models, like fantastic models for stuff that like either I've designed or Kanji Studios has designed. Andrew Fantasia, did we get that one? I think we did. Yeah, I think there's a model for it. I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm sure there is. And we got Brute Force all through these guys. So I want to check that out. Got the old theme in my head now. Yeah, right. Where this is the place to come for the songs and themes and stuff. All right, let's present. Okay, I should be used to this by now. I've done it like 3 or 4 times already in this same video. All right, this is what I want to show you, and this is Big Head Chibis. It's a Patreon, I believe, and they make all sorts of cool stuff. They started out sort of like mostly, I think, making like DC stuff, Marvel stuff, and maybe some DC stuff, and then they've sort of branched out and done a lot of great stuff. So they've done the Brute Force stuff. They've done and you can see here they're doing, at the moment, they're currently doing a whole bunch of G.I. Joe stuff. So please go on there and vote for G.I. Joe stuff so we keep getting more of it. I can't wait to make some rules for Beachhead. I've got some really fun ideas for Beachhead coming up. They've made, they're currently making models for the upstarts who I've designed as a multi-villain battle, so they're a lot of fun. But if you have a look through here, where are we? We've got Celine. We've got like I've skipped. Look at this. We've got what's his name? Master Mold. Check that out. How good's that? We've got Master Mold. We've got these. Sometimes you get these like little promotional things, so like Halloween characters and stuff like that. There's a whole range of Thundercats. I don't personally follow the Thundercats or anything like that. So every time there's a Thundercat model released, I'm like, oh, I wish that was another Marvel character, but only joking. But well, sort of. But they are really like check them out. Look how detailed. Look at I love the faces, the styles of these guys. They're really cool. So this is Big Head Chibis, and they make some cool models here. And yeah, so and what they've started doing is that they basically now they do Thundercats, they do GI Joe, sometimes they do Marvel vs. Capcom characters. They started dipping into the amalgam characters, and I don't know if you can see this one here. This is I think a character from what's that universe? Hellboy. So they do Hellboy stuff as well. I think this is I want to is this I think this is an amalgam character. You can see here. Let me see if I can click on this. Will that work? Oh, can you guys see that? Hopefully you can see that. That's Roadblock. So, yeah, some really cool stuff there. And if you scroll back through it, there's all sorts of really cool stuff. And I want to show something off that they sort of finished up with now because I've done all the main characters from the old original stuff. I'll just stop sharing this now. But yeah, definitely check out Big Head Chibi's Patreon. And if you don't want to go the route of Patreon as well, you can still support them by going onto Colts 3D, and you can get their old files and stuff like that through there. You can just get them, individually one by one as well. Thundercats and its reboot were awesome. I do not recommend Thundercats Raw, as it's basically the same as Teen Titans. Oh, there you go. Didn't know. There was an alternate sort of Thundercats sort of like a little kind of a different style cartoon sort of thing, different sense of humor, I guess. Oh, that's interesting. I really liked the reboot they did recently of I say recently, it was a while ago now, but the Voltron one as well. I thought that was really cool as well. We're living in a golden era of cartoons and nostalgic cartoons, aren't we, guys? And speaking of nostalgia, look at this stuff here. Now, hold on. I mentioned brute force before. So here is. Have you ever wanted to have a kangaroo in your Marvel United? All those people saying no, get out of here, but all the people who said yes, awesome. So that's Hip Hop or Boomer, and we've got all the other ones up on the shelf there somewhere. I haven't painted them yet. But speaking of nostalgia, like I said before, one of the great things that Big Head Chibis did as well, one of the things that sort of like caught my attention was a full range of Street Fighter characters, and they are, let me tell you guys, phenomenal. Raygun, Could you imagine? Oh, come on, Big Head Chibis, if you're watching, can you please do a special promotional model of Raygun? That would be so good. Oh man. Anyway, what a national embarrassment, but also awesome. All right, so good. Brings the whole country together. Yeah, look, we've got Dowsim. Look at him. Yoga Fire, Yoga Flame. There we go. We've got Ken. Can't have Ryu without Ken. Look at him. So good. Look at that barrel. Oh, mate. Very cool. So apologies for the paint jobs, but hopefully you can sort of see the idea. Look at this guy. This is my favorite favorite guy as a kid because I could just spam the electricity button. Boom, boom, boom. Blanca. Aroo, aroo, or whatever he says. And then we have here. Look at the pose on this guy. Now, I don't know what's happened with the base here. Somehow I've printed the base off too big. I say I did it, but I ordered these. But his base is a bit too big for the size of him. But check him out. Fei Long. How good is that pose? Look at that. It's amazing. Anyway, awesome. Check that out. All right. Now, who else we got here? Now, this is, all right, Sagat. Fantastic. Look at the size of his head. And then compare him to Ryu. And then you get, look at that. He actually is tall and imposing like that. So good. Very cool. And we'll show him off, even though I hate him because he's a jerk. Let's have a look. I'm not finished painting this guy yet, but I'm really enjoying actually painting him. Like, as much as he's a jerk in the game and I don't like him, um, I I love the pose. Look at the pose on this. I don't know if this is my favorite or Fei Long, but so good. Just got to paint up his hair and the base and stuff, do a bit more highlights. But he's looking really cool. So that's Vega. So big head chibis, you can see the quality. So like you know, you see sometimes you see these things and you see them on the website or you see the 3D files and you're like, is it going to turn out all right? But man, they turn out fantastic. So polymorph miniatures turn it. Whoop, use my fingers. All right, polymorph miniatures turn out fantastic, and so do um, big head chibi. So awesome stuff. And that brings us to, we've been waiting a long time. Have you painted any more homebrew minis? Have you painted more? Yeah, you know, it's getting pretty close. I've painted about, I want to say about 30, maybe 30 models, and I don't know, at least, I don't know, 10 or 12 are probably homebrews. So we're getting up there. So now we're talking about minis from Mars. That's the final big one I want to sort of finish up with. Is I just cannot get over how awesome quality the minis from Mars stuff is. So if you've seen me, I don't have them sort of like handy on me right now, but if you've seen any of my videos and stuff, you'll see how, like, just how much the board pops when you get those little translucent blue and red little thugs and civilians. They just look fantastic, and the nice little skulls that uses the threats. So much easier to sort of for me to remember to pick those up and sort of put them on the threat mission when I see them big and sort of standing up off the table there. Just fantastic, and really, really, really cool little poses, little minis. Like, you know, you get little civilians going like and stuff, and the little thugs are like wearing little masks and stuff there, and you get all sorts of different little poses. You know, it's not all just the same one. Really cool. And then what minis from Mars do as well, and just to let folks know, Dan in the chat there is from Minis from Mars. So say hi if you if you like, guys. But he's the one, he's the mastermind, the genius behind this whole thing, and all those little tokens like Senator Kelly and that sort of stuff, he's made some amazing models for. And, you know, even Tom Vassell has shared his love for these models like Senator Kelly. Like, how good is that? That is exactly the same quality as the CMON stuff that we get. And in fact, I like Senator Kelly so much that I also used him for Cameron Hodge as well. He's just got a slightly different haircut or hair color there. But it's made some great stuff. And then since then, he's come out with more stuff. So like season 3's arrived. So we've got Rick Jones. I was going to say Rick Sheridan, but I've got Sleepwalker on the mind at the moment. But Rick Jones here. So fantastic model. I haven't painted this one yet, but we've also got Betty Ross, and we've got the little spider bots from Superior Spider-Man, right? Yeah, that's the ones. We've got those. He's also made a little Wreckers, like what do you call it? The crowbar, the magical crowbar that Wrecker uses in the Wrecking Crew battle. He's made a cool model of that. And yeah, just awesome stuff. And sorry, Sin saying, as much as I love as a good board game, I can easily see video game adaptation with some pretty cool animations. As much as I love it as a board game, I can easily see a video game Marvel United. We're talking about. I've sort of lost track, but because I was, I got all excited about the models. But yeah, I'm guessing you're talking about Marvel United, and I would agree. Yes, it would be very cool, especially like the little chibi guys and stuff like that would be cool. And I guess we have it in a way because we've got Tabletop Simulator with Luki 19's mod, so that's really cool as well. But speaking of minis from Mars, something really cool. I've been very excited hanging out, watching the post box. Something very exciting has come my way, and I've just got to make sure I put these models safely over here so I don't break them or drop them. I'm gonna put them all over here. Excuse me while I do this in real time and make this a really boring few minutes for you guys to watch. But something awesome has arrived in the mail, and I've sort of saved it. Um, it's pretty late here in Oz, so I've done really well, I think, to sort of hold off and say this. I know what's coming, and I've seen some little snapshots and things, but I've not really seen the real deal yet, and I'm very excited. So we're gonna have a little bit of a surprise here. And no, it's not this box. I'm just moving this box out of the way. Um, all right, I got something in the post here. Here we go. And now I have opened the post box here, but I haven't gone through what's inside. But let's have a look here. Whoopsie, Daisy, I probably shouldn't show off my mine are the people's addresses there. There we go. Check. All right, let's have a look in here. We have a little box here, and it's addressed to the Meeple Monkey. All right, and let's have a look inside. We're going to do it. This is like a two-in-one, guys. We've got a. This is, what do you call it? An unboxing, sort of. A really bad unboxing because I don't have the camera aimed down. I'm going to have to hold everything up. So, but let's check it out. And this is, by the way, this is like this is what you can experience if you order something from Minis from Mars. You get these really nice little, nicely packaged, beautifully packaged with these little stickers and stuff. This nice paper. I'm just going to open that up here. All right, and we're going to have a look inside. And what do we see here? Some interesting stuff. What could that be? All right, well, let's have a look. We have, oh, so good. I'm so excited. What am I going to look at first? I think I'm going to have a look. Let's look at this. All right, we've got an orange little baggie, and you might have noticed we've got these little mysterious baggies as well. All right, what could be in here? All right, I might hear some. Do I hear some jingle bells in the distance? Maybe some reindeer's hooves on the ceiling here. Let's have a look. On the ceiling or the roof? If they're on the ceiling, we're in trouble. All right, here we go. What's peeking out of here? Oh, it's it's a it's a goofball in a in a hat. All right, no, check it out. Here we have a Marvel United Santa. Check him out. He's checking out his list. Is he checking out his list on an iPad? I'm not sure. Let's have a look. Can you see that? I don't know. Is it a? But he's got his little gift there. Let's check out the detail. Look at his cool face. Oh, that's. I'm not doing a good job holding this up, but how good is that? Oh, very cool. Let's get the back view here. Oh, yep. He's got his belt on. Fantastic. So we've got a model from Minis from Mars, and in fact, if you check out the website, Minis from Mars, I believe this has just gone live this evening, so there may or may not still be some left. Is it a comics? Hope it survives the trip. Yeah, hope it did. It survived the trip. Look, nothing fell off. All good. He's got his little pom pom thing there, so fantastic. So, and I believe actually Santa Claus is canon in the Marvel universe, because I think there's been some comic issues where they've actually had Santa as a character. So there you go. Look at that. So you can get that, right? So that's fantastic. But what do we have in this little red bag? And this, I think I'm more excited about this than even the Santa, right? I love these. These are so good. All right. So we've got little, how am I going to do this? Let's have a look. Little translucent, probably not doing a great job showing this. Look at that, little gift boxes, little presents. He brings you presents. So he brings you presents, and he brings you these other little presents. But these are not translucent. These are like a different sort of color resin or whatever it is that's it's made from. And he also brings you coal with the little acrylic. You know, these are like your standard sort of board game acrylic things. So he brings you coal. So and I've got a whole sack full of them. And I'll just show you. I've got a whole bunch of them tipped out here too. Let's put them up. Pick them up. I'm like so happy to be holding these up. I saw some pictures and I was like, these look amazing, so good. So you get a ton of them. Let's have a look at this. The bag is almost overflowing there with little goodies in there. And let's have a look at the bottom. We have an envelope. That's so cool. It's shiny too. I don't know, can you make that out? Yeah. It's like, look at that card. It's like glittery. All right, that's pretty cool. So we're gonna slip open the envelope. So excited. Very excited. All right. And amazing. We have a dashboard, a villain dashboard for Santa Claus. Check him out. How good is that? He's canon in Marvel and DC. There you go. He's an amalgam. He's crossover, so we can use him in when we mash our Marvel and DC stuff together. We've got special setup there on the back. He's even so. This is a true home brewer. So Dan is already outdoing me because he knows how to put the tokens in. I can't work out how to I've never played supervillain mode, so I don't really know what the heroes need. But I've never really when I've designed my villains, I'd never think about that. So you kind of have to do that yourself if you play any of my villains. Santa Claus, there you go. Von Tractor's helping us out. So he says Santa Claus Strange Tales, number 34, 1954. So he's old school. There you go. Bad Santa. Bad Santa. So how good is that? So good. And here's the thing. Here's the thing, guys. All right. Okay. Dan not only makes the best Marvel United like models out there, third-party models out there, right? Not only does he make those, but he's now taken to homebrew and has made an excellent, excellent homebrew character. And he's done the art himself too. This is his work. He did the art. He did this himself. Look at that. Look at that Santa. Can you guys see that? He's a triple threat. He's a Renaissance man. Is there anything he can't do? I like. If I wasn't so impressed, I'd be annoyed because that's too many skills for one person to have. That's pretty good. So, holy moly. I still can't get over the fact he did the art himself. And here's me when he said, "Oh, I'm doing this character." It's like, "Oh, would you like me to get Erwin Thunder to help you out?" He's like, "No, I'll do it myself, thanks." And then look at what he produces. I'm thinking, "Oh, okay, this is going to be some so some sort of like slapdash sort of character there on the front." I thought, Dan, don't do it, mate. Like, get a professional. Well, it turns out he got a professional, and his name is Dan. So he's been working on this for that's true. He has been working on this for 2 years. Like, you meant to have this out, and it's not quite really out in time for Christmas, is it? Because it'll be hard pressed to get to people's houses if it's just available today. But still, a very cool theme, and I certainly highly recommend it. Look at that. That's so fantastic. So, along with the dashboard, we have a whole set of cards here. And so there's a whole thing here. Components, a little bit of a guide for what the story's about. Ho, ho, ho. We have some special rules about how the presents work, again, with art, probably done by Dan himself. Look at this. Bloody hell. Can you believe it? Some people have all the talent. Fantastic. All right, all these so really well what's the word? Really thoroughly explained, I should say. It looks like it's he's got a lot of detail there. And then he's got these separate missions. So you got the deliver packages mission. Okay. And then we've got the deliver packages mission. This is A as opposed to B. And I think the idea is, to be honest, I have no idea what the idea is. We'll have to have a look at it. But he's got all these cool and again, art done by himself. Look at this. The Christmas Grump. That's the coolest thing I've ever seen. Amazing. And then we've got the mutant reindeer. Fantastic. Wayward Rapperbot. Oh, I just can't wait to get into this. So you can guess what's coming up soon on the channel, right? Andrew Fantasia, you were saying you were going to do some thematic Christmas battles this Christmas. Well, I think I know what you're doing next year. So really looking forward to seeing what you do this year. But I think I know what you can do next year. So look at this. Oh, man, so cool. So cool. I'm loving the titles. I haven't really paid attention to the rules yet, but I'm loving the title. So really looking for reindeer games. Cool. Man, he's even good at jokes. Okay. I love it. I'm loving it. This is so good. I love all the. Oh my goodness! Look at the titles for each of these cards. This is so good. All right, and then I think we've got some regular ones here. So yeah, they're all just sort of regular cards there. So holy moly, how cool is that? That's blowing me away. I'm so excited. It's like, oh, I'm like super happy to have these in my hands. And they're really nice quality too. I don't know where you got these printed off, mate, but this is good. We'll have to ask you where, because what did I say? Make playing cards. We'll have to ask you where you got yours done. But they're really cool. Probably a one-off. No, you got to. We need the Easter set now. Come on, Easter's not that far away, and then we're going to need Halloween. But yeah, so holy moly, that's so good. All right, but it gets more exciting than that because see this is the size of this box, right? But if you remember, oh my goodness, if you remember the size of this thing, this is quite big, and that's because there are 1 and 2 more boxes, which means, you guessed it, I'm going to have, and we'll just show them off so to prove that there's stuff in here. They're not empty. Let's have a look here. Now, these ones he did say he hasn't put the little sticker on yet because he wanted me to be able to confirm that I wasn't sending empty boxes. But yes, you can see, let's prove that they're in here. It's got 2 more sets. So complete sets. I believe you can order these just as the model, or this and that. You can order, I think, maybe the files for the cards. I'm not sure. I'll have to check out the website, but you can also get the bundle where you get the whole kit and caboodle. So you get like the what do you call those things? The tokens, and you get the model, and you get the cards and stuff. So very cool. So that's 1, and I promise to be gentle with it. It's very cool. 1 and 2. Fantastic. Fantastic. Check this out. Oh, yep. Look at that. Fantastic. So two whole sets there. I'll wrap them up again now. So they're nice and safe. Whoa. There we go. And yeah, so we have those to give away. So I'm going to, so my plan is I've built a little, what do you call it? Google form. And at the end of this video, I'll put the link in the description of this video. So you can get access to the form, and the form will, I think, collect your email. So that's how I can contact you. I'll ask for just a name you want to go by on the spinner wheel when I do the spinner wheel, and I've also got a couple of questions in there that are like, just what's been your favorite homebrew thing, or what's been your favorite season 3 thing, and that sort of thing. I think with the season 3 stuff, I've asked like what's been a pleasant surprise sort of thing, and but I haven't made these questions compulsory. So the only compulsory question is just what name would you like to go by on the form sort of thing, because I understand that there are some folks who are still waiting for their games, and that's must be highly annoying and stuff. So I didn't want to sort of force you to sort of have to answer like, I don't have it yet sort of thing. So you only have to fill that out if you want to, sort of thing. So yeah, there's a few questions there, but they're optional. And basically, if you fill that out, you could win a copy of I was going to say Meeple minis from Mars's. We'll call him Bad Santa villain pack sort of thing. And what my plan is on our final 12 days of Christmas, which I guess will be Christmas Eve, if I've planned these out properly, will be Christmas Eve sort of thing, here in Oz at least, and that's where I'll hold the draw. So I'll do the spin the wheel prize draw on that last video. So fantastic. I hope you guys are as excited as I am. In the next week or so, I'll post up a video, and in any intervening videos like playthroughs and stuff that I do, I'll also put that link to the Google form so you can access it there as well. Um, so print online, sorry, is Dan is saying that's where he's got his cards printed. I believe, Dan, that might be is at an Aussie company as well. So for folks who are living here, that might be an option. Because I should point out, when I mentioned makeplayingcards.com, that's not an Aussie company. So like if you're living in the States or whatever, that might be better. But living in Oz, that's probably not as useful sort of thing, and probably vice versa with print online. Battlestar Koala, oh hello Giro, how you going? We thought it would be we would have it for Christmas in July. Yeah, right. So, and then Sin saying Jack Skellington, the Pumpkin King. Or yeah, see. So take these notes down, Dan. You've got to get cracking. Bad Santa. I've been singing his theme song for 2 years now, much to Dan's displeasure. Awesome. Yeah, in Brisbane. I wonder if that's I used a company when I did my first printing up in uh, Brisbane as well, and they were good, but they were one of those companies where you have to sort of like upload all the files rather than putting each card one by one in, which I guess for a lot of folks could be more annoying. But you just uploaded the files. But I was like really not confident that I was putting the files in the right order and all that sort of stuff. So I just found that a little harder to do. But they produced nice cards for me. I think I did my first one-piece cards with those that Nelly had made. So yeah, that's good to know. So, but yeah, okay. So any folks that want to support a Aussie company there, ePrint Online is where you can get some cards made as well. So that's excellent. So, well, I hope that's been fun, guys. I've been going for almost an hour now, so this has been our longest one yet. But there was lots of stuff to show off, and we had a little unboxing there at the end as well. So I hope you've enjoyed it. Thank you very much to Minis from Mars, because he's provided those for us for free to give away. And yes, that's fantastic. And I should also point out that the copy I got, I haven't paid for, so all disclaimer sort of thing. So thank you very much to him for providing that. And holy moly, I'm so impressed. But going back to the original premise of this video, I know that not everyone wants to sort of necessarily bling out your stuff and that sort of stuff, but I hope I've at least provided some ideas or some options there and stuff like that. That if you like the look of what you've seen, check these places out, because they make some great stuff, and they really sort of support the community with their excellent ideas and creative ideas and products and stuff. So if any of that took your fancy, yeah, check it out, sort of thing. So no worries. Yeah, no worries on track. I hope you had fun. And yeah, it was it was certainly a lot of fun, like tearing into the box finally, because I'd seen some pictures, like little sort of like sneaky pictures of not quite the full thing sort of thing before, so I kind of knew what was coming. But it was really exciting to see the quality of it, and be able to feel and hold it and stuff. So it's very cool. And yeah, awesome work. Well, thank you everyone for watching. If you watch this down the track, definitely check out that the link for the Google form as well. And yeah, I hope you guys are having a great holiday season. I'm in a much better mood today too, because it was the last day of school. So woohoo, holidays, yay. So I might not be as tired in the next few videos. So it should be pretty good. So awesome. Well, thank you very much, guys, and we'll catch you on the next one. Meeple Monkey out. See ya. Bye.